Hello and welcome to the channel. Class 9th English Chapter 2 The Sound of Music. Ncert Solutions. Part 1 Thinking about the text. Answer these questions in a few words or couple of sentences each. How old was Evelyn when she went to the Royal Academy of Music? Evelyn GLENIE was 17 years old when she went to the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London. When was her deafness first noticed? And when was it confirmed? The answer is Evelyn's loss of hearing was a gradual process which was first noticed by her mother when she was 8 years old. Although she managed to conceal it from her friends and teachers for a while, by the time she was 11, her marks had deteriorated and her parents were compelled to visit a specialist. It was then confirmed that her hearing was severely impaired due to gradual nerve damage. Answer each of the questions in a short paragraph, 30-40 words. Who helped her to continue with music? What did he do and say? Ron Forbes, a percussionist, was the one who spotted Evelyn's potential, while most of the teachers discouraged her. Initially, he began to teach her by tuning two large drums to different notes and asked her to feel the music and sense it. Gradually, she began to feel the higher drum from the waist up and lower one from the waist down. Due to a continuous repetition of this exercise, Evelyn could feel certain notes in different parts of her body, which eventually resulted in opening up her mind and body to the sounds and vibrations of music. Name the various places and causes for which Evelyn performs. The answer is apart from her performances at the regular concerts, she also gives free concerts in prisons and hospitals. In addition to this, Evelyn also gives a high priority to the classes she conducts to teach the young and budding musicians. Answer these questions in 2 or 3 paragraphs in 100 and 150 words. How does Evelyn hear music? Evelyn GLENIE, a gifted percussionist, had begun to lose her ability to hear at a very early age of 12. But with a strong mind, coupled with sheer determination and hard work, she has been able to touch the peaks of success worldwide. As she shares her experience of music, she says that she could hear the music by sensing notes in different parts of the body. When Ron Forbes, her percussionist, tuned two large drums to different notes, Evelyn could hear and feel the higher drum from the waist up and the lower drum from the waist down. And in this way, she learned to open up her entire mind and body to the sounds and vibrations of music. As she further describes her experience with the xylophone, she is able to sense the sound passing up the stick into her fingertips and often by leaning against the drums. She is able to feel the resonances flowing into her body. In addition to this, she always removed her shoes on a wooden platform so that the vibrations could pass through her bare feet and up her legs. This extraordinary exquisiteness within Evelyn thus helped music pour in through every part of the body, and she could even feel the tingles in her skin, cheekbones, and hair. Part 2, Dictionary work. Sound of the shehnai is auspicious. The auspicious sound of the shehnai is usually heard at marriages. So the adjective auspicious can occur after the verb be, as in the first sentence, or before a noun, as in the second. But these are some adjectives which can be used after the verb be and not before a noun. For example, Ustad Fayaz Khan was overjoyed. We can't say the overjoyed man. Okay, now consult your dictionary and complete the following table. The first one has been done for you. Indispensable. Be both. Impressed. Not before noun. Both. Afraid. Not before noun. Both. Outdoor. Only before noun. Paternal. Only before noun. Countless. Only before noun. Priceless. Only before noun and both. Part 2, Thinking about the language. Look at these sentences. Evelyn was determined to live a normal life. Evelyn managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. Then the italicized parts answer the questions. What was Evelyn determined to do? And what did Evelyn manage to do? They begin with a to plus verb, that is to live, to conceal. Complete the following sentences beginning with a to plus verb or to verb. Try to answer the questions in brackets. The answer is: the school sports team hopes to win the match. We all want to live happily. They advised the hearing impaired child's mother to consult a specialist. The authorities permitted us to construct the tower. The magician decided to take part in the concert. From the text on Bismillah Khan, find the words and phrases that match these definitions. The home of royal people, the royal residence. The state of being alone, solitude. A part which is absolutely necessary, indispensable. To do something not done before, improvise. Without much effort, effortlessly, quickly and in large quantities, thick and fast. Take the right answer. When something is revived, it remains dead or lives again. When something is revived, it lives again. When a government bans something, it wants it stopped. When something is considered auspicious, welcome it. When we take to something, we find it interesting. When you appreciate something, you find it good and useful. When you replicate something, you do it for the second time. When we come to terms with something, it is no longer upsetting. Thinking about the text. Take the right answer. The right answers are underlined, which is the pungi was a reeded noisemaker. A barber transformed the pungi into a shehnai. Bismillah Khan's paternal ancestors were professional musicians. Bismillah Khan learned to play the shehnai from Ali Bucks. Bismillah Khan's first trip abroad was to Afghanistan. Find out the words in the text in which shows Ustad Bismillah Khan's feelings about the items. Bismillah Khan's feelings about teaching children music, positive. The file world, film world. The film world, neutral. Migrating to USA, negative. Playing at temples, positive. Getting the Bharat Ratna, positive. The banks of the Ganga, positive. Living Banaras and Dumron, negative. Answer these questions in 30 to 40 words. Why did Aurangzeb ban the playing of the pungi? Emperor Aurangzeb banned the playing of the musical instrument pungi in the royal residence because it had a very shrill, unpleasant sound. It became the generic name for reeded noisemakers. How is a shehnai different from a pungi? A shehnai is different from a pungi as the former has a better tone quality than the latter. It is a pipe with a natural hollow stem with 7 holes on the body of the pipe, which is much longer and broader than the pungi. The shehnai was thus an advancement of the existing musical instrument of pungi. Where was the shehnai played traditionally? How did Bismillah Khan change this? The shehnai was traditionally played in temples, weddings, and royal courts. However, Ustad Bismillah Khan was the epitome who brought the essence of the shehnai onto the classical stage. When and how did Bismillah Khan get his big break? The opening up of the All India Radio in Lucknow in 1938 came to Bismillah Khan as a big break as he gradually became an often heard shehnai player on the radio. He was thus successful in spreading the soft melodious music of his shehnai on a national platform. Where did Bismillah Khan play the shehnai on 15 August 1947 and why was the event historic? Bismillah Khan poured his heart out as he played the Rag Kafi on his shehnai on 15 August 1947 from the Red Fort to an audience which also included Jawaharlal Nehru. It was a historic event as India gained independence from the British rule and Bismillah Khan became the first Indian to greet the nation with his shehnai. Why did Bismillah Khan refuse to start a shehnai school in the USA? Bismillah Khan refused one of his students' request to start a shehnai school in the USA due to his inextricable attachment with Hindustan. He felt that the exquisite aura of Banaras, the river Ganga, and the Dumron could not be found so many miles away. Find at least two things in the text which tells you that Bismillah Khan loves India and Banaras. Bismillah Khan was very fond of both India and Banaras. He found, sorry, he often yearned to go back to India whenever he was in a foreign country. Also, while in Mumbai, he only thought of Varanasi or Banaras and the Holy Ganga. The two instances where this love could be seen were when he turned down one of his students' request to start a shehnai school in the USA, and the second is when he completely rejected the idea of shifting to Pakistan, leaving Banaras by Shekhar Gupta. Part 2, Writing. If you work hard and know where you are going, you will get there, says Evelyn GLENIE. So you have now read about two musicians, Evelyn GLENIE and Ustad Bismillah Khan. Do you think that they both worked hard? Where did they want to go? Answer these questions in two paragraphs, one on each of two musicians. The answer is first, Evelyn GLENIE. Evelyn GLENIE was a determined as well as a strong-willed girl who worked hard to reach the peaks of success. Although she became deaf at a very early stage, and her teachers discouraged her, yet she didn't lose hope, and with the help of Ron Forbes, the percussionist, she was able to experience the sounds of music through the different parts of her body, and which eventually was the turning point in her life. The journey of climbing the ladder began as she got involved in orchestral work, followed by solo performances. These not only helped her gain experience as a percussionist, it also brought her laurels at every stage. Setting an example worldwide, she continues to be a great epitome of inspiration across the globe. Second, Ustad Bismillah Khan. Ustad Bismillah Khan, a hard-working individual with an unwavering desire of playing shehnai, was introduced to this genre of music in his early days of childhood by his uncle, Ali Baksh. As he began practicing, he used to sit captivated for hours on end. Gradually, the temple of Balaji and Mangala Maya became his favorite haunts where he could practice in solitude. The flowing water of the Ganga inspired him to improvise and invent ragas that were earlier considered to be beyond the range of the shehnai. In this way, Bismillah Khan's love for shehnai went on flourishing, and in turn helping him in climbing the ladder of success, which brought him many national awards. Khan Saab is not only known for his immense contribution to classical music in India, but he has also earned significant amount of recognition abroad.